Hooded man. You're not worrying and threatening at all. A deal. Welcome back to decent company. With any luck, you'll never have to set foot in those slum streets again. Saying about something that's saying with any luck doesn't scream confidence. It's good to see you again, I guess. It's been a long nightmare for all of us, you know. I would have given anything not to put my wife through this. What happened to you and your lands? There was a riot on our lands. 15 peasants and 2 of our guards dead in an hour. We'd barely put up the funeral pyres before VJ's men rode up and told us they were giving our land to some up-jumped widow, like she'd do a better job than we could. We've been living with relatives in the city ever since. That's how he seems to do things. He can't improve things, change faces. Point is that I didn't deserve this. Neither did Kanaka, neither did you. The slums think just because we're at the top, everything that goes wrong in their lives is our responsibility. And VJ, the vicious fool, has seized power on that lie. I say it's time we got what's ours back. Madhu. I still don't know exactly how it is we're supposed to help. We've been helping the historian with his notes, and we're bringing over what jewelry and money we've been able to save, but, well, I wish we could just wait with our relatives until we've taken power and it's our turn to help out. I don't feel very safe here. Not someone else to say I'd go there. Not very safe anywhere, I'd get used to that. I just wish things could go back to the way they were. Why did these people have to ruin it with riots and violence? Why did everything have to get so ugly? Things were broken then, they're broken now. Let's worry about tomorrow. If there's anything I can do, let me know, but I just feel so helpless. Ever since they started rising up in the first place, I've felt helpless. What could we have done differently? What could anyone have done? Alright, Shailesh. It's always a good sign when I'm referred directly to the person in charge. It's good to make your acquaintance, Queen Asha. And to make yours. I never know how much small talk is called for. I suppose I risk being blunt. I'm connected to City Naga all the way up to Councillor Ria. If I believe our administration will genuinely support my people, I'm sure they're well disposed to in your rule. What do you need from me? I need more than disposition. I require support. There's not much support I can offer you before you're in power. We're understandably skittish about getting on the council's bad side, Ranvir's in particular. I admire your willingness to push for all you can get, but this is simply a bridge we cannot cross. Oh no. No, if all you're offering me is a little after-the-fact support, you better not ask much. All I require is for you to take care of a short list of skilled Naga currently residing in the slums. Keep them safe, give them opportunities, raise them up, that sort of thing. Surely that wouldn't be too much to ask a queen. Well, I mean, I may as well say this if this is true. I tend to give opportunities to everyone. Yeah, your terms are acceptable. Good to hear. I'll have the list brought in when it's finished. A pleasure, Queen Asha. Peacemaker. Yay, Ramanjit. Princess, it really is you. I can't believe it. I'm your humblest of subjects. You have my everlasting gratitude for deigning to speak with me. I'm happy to help however I can. What's the matter? Princess, I know how terrible things are in the slums. That's why I do everything I can to help them. I supply several local traders with foodstuffs and essential goods in exchange for whatever they have to barter with. I'm not proud to trade beyond my caste, but I perform a necessary service. I'm rewarded for it. Yeah, the only local traders are the black market. You're their supplier. I won't lie, I want to be a regular merchant again. My contacts have been pressuring me as of late, and I think I prefer some more genteel trading partners. What I want is a guarantee that I'll work once you're in power. Keep talking. In exchange, I'm also responsible for delivering meals to Jadib's men on occasion. I happen to know you're going to use riots to draw out Shyam's boys. Well, they're just waiting for riots to happen, so they can steer them against the Naga. I deliver food to him every day. It'd be an easy matter to slip something into his men's food at the right moment. You're not going to get another chance like this. You have to know that. You have to. Yeah, I don't really want I don't really want to have these guys. They are basically thugs. Yeah, I think we have a deal. You won't regret this. I think I already do. I think I already do. Did I hear that correctly? Asher, you're going to poison your enemies to regain your throne? History will remember that. Your legacy will. The Queen doesn't. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it because it will save my men's lives. As you say, it's your decision to make. I should not have spoken. Yeah, he's probably right. I shouldn't have said that, but... Princess, I never gave up hope that you were out there somewhere. It's the grandest honor of my life to meet you, and it will be a grander honor still to serve you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I know you're busy, so I won't waste your time. After all, you've got an army to manage, schedules to coordinate, a downtrodden populace to inspire. So many burdens for a person so young. I imagine on days like this, you wish your parents were alive. My life since then has been constant. So what have you come to propose, Callion? I wish to offer you a gift of 20 of my soldiers. Fine, well-trained, hardened men, and each one will defend you until his final breath. They specialize in personal protection. In all my years, none of my enemies have come close to harming me. What you're saying is you're planning to assassinate. I don't wish to cast aspersions, but I can't trust men I don't know. Ah, very wise, but I'm sure my men are loyal and steadfast. No. All the same, I must decline. Do me the courtesy of accepting my refusal gracefully. Spot his fumes, then after studying your face moments full time, there's nothing more for him to stay. Maybe I shouldn't have said to... Oh well. I've done very strange things that I probably wouldn't have done in other games. It's weird. Avinash. I am prepared, I think. Very well. Our schedule has accelerated. Kanaka actually managed to convince one of Ranveer's priests to murder him, and now the riots have begun. Shine will be forced to respond, and we'll be able to strike the palace directly. All going well anyway. I won't lie to you, Asher. The unrest will spread beyond what we can shut down or control. There'll be chaos tonight, but all that chaos is in service of a greater purpose. Tonight cannot end with the usurper Vijay in power and the true ruler Asher wasting away in the slums. For a year, Shyam has used his vast military force to act as guards for the wealthy and safe and jailers for the downtrodden. Now we'll turn his cowardice and greed against him, and then your parents and the slums will have their revenge. Preparations are carried out with silent intensity. Soldiers gather their weapons, slum dwellers lay out bandages for the wounded. Nobles summon final deliveries of weapons and equipment. Cheyenne men will be drawn as far as possible from the palace. Then the resistance will begin in earnest. Peacemaker between the Naga. Asher even the odds however she may. Yeah, a bit harsh. You are Shyam, mercenary captain and councillor, 40 years old. After the royals were assassinated, both your business and responsibilities increased significantly. Of course, you knew this would happen when you aided Vijay in their demise, just like you knew that the slums would erupt in violence sooner or later. Today's the day you've been readying yourself for since you joined the council. Your company is holding the line between the slums and the rest of Bhimra. While they await further orders, Vijay has called a special meeting of the council to discuss what should be done about the riots, if anything. Combat veteran. Killed a few people. Lead to my own mercenary camp, and I'm a city council. My job to keep the country safe. Take your seat. How late it is. Oh, hello. And the mercenary captain arrived. Scribe at never mind. Record that all members of the council were in attendance. Except Ranveer. We're going to talk about that. I think it's safe that Ranveer is no longer a member of the council. I think it's also safe to say that those people rioting out there aren't mourning the loss of Ranveer, dearly departed councillor and pillar of Bhimra's civil planning. They're fighting for their Ranveer, who, we have to admit, was a little more inspiring than the one we got. Apparently the only thing keeping the slums from rioting, or no. And the man with the most soldiers, I say we keep the peace until, no. Let's not waste time, let's talk about the riots and what we're going to do about them. Right now, the only news we have is that we have no news. Since Ranveer's death kicked off the riots, none of my spies have made it back with the reports. All we've got is noise and confusion. Shyam, I know you sent out some scouts. You're going to be the first on the ground with any information about what's happening. You can tailor your orders accordingly. I'll be making things up as I go along, I really am. All my men are outside, I'll put the defensive line of strength. No, the only one out there is J-Deep's order, and he's just going to make things worse. I'll need to send people in. No, very bad idea. Slums have thought the ruling class was conspiring against Ranveer since before the regicide. Why do you think I put him on the council? If we don't make the defensive line as strong as it can be tonight, there'll be dead noblemen out there by morning. We can't risk that. We can't risk 10 dead nobles to save a couple hundred slum dwellers. Sounds like Bhimra logic to me. Yes, because we can lose 100 slum dwellers, 200 slum dwellers, all of them, instead of Bhimra tomorrow. We can lose those people without losing everything. But if 10 nobles die tonight, how much order do you think there'll be tomorrow morning? How much faith will they have in their ruling body? Why won't they just go to their farms, claim their lands as their own? We have to offer them protection because protection is all we are to them. End of discussion. Really soon. Go ahead and end the discussion. I still get to give the order. Shyam, you know why you're so cavalier to jeopardize Bhimra? It's because you don't have an attachment to it. You weren't born here. You can leave whenever you want. The city isn't real to you, so you're happy to endanger everything it is and everyone who calls it home so that you can charge in and play the hero. It's easy to risk everything for one moment of moral ecstasy when you're detached from the reality of the situation. Doing it to keep order. I'm a mercenary, so I probably shouldn't say I care about people. I'm not doing this for moral reasons, I'm doing it to keep order. Yeah. Doing it to keep order. This is disgraceful. A council of so-called leaders and only the mercenary can see the right thing to do. Shyam, do not listen to these fools. We have the resources to keep the refugees, and so we must. Or do I need to make it simpler? If you don't commit a substantial percentage of your mercenary resources to the slums and make at least a modest effort at saving our refugees, the Naga Empire will declare war. I know I said I wouldn't do the hisses for the Naga. I seem to have done that. Yeah, let's not antagonize everyone. Rhea, let's try to remain calm. You're going to have to convince me, Rhea, that you actually have that power. You're not a high-ranking official, you're a political sacrifice. You were their disposable dignitary. Now you wave around threats of a war as though you were the Empire itself. Do you know why the Empire hasn't seized this miserable, starving, squalling little city months ago? Because I convinced them not to. I told them that the suffering of the refugees in the slums would pass, that Ranveer would fail, and that Bhimra would make a finer ally than Colony. But you're doing everything in your power to convince me that Naga and humans are natural enemies. If you will not stand firmly against these riots, then I, or my silence, will bring an army to Bhimra's doorstep. PJ, she has a point. Scribe, get back to work on the budgets. You are to record that the meeting adjourned here. Rhea, I admire you. You're a fine and dedicated stateswoman. If you've occasionally been tiresome, it's only because you care about your people. Quite probably more than your empire does. And I'm going to tell you that if you declare war on my city, then I will not stop at ignoring the slaughter of your people. I will intensify it. I wear your husband's skin like a cloak and bathe in the blood of Naga children, because on the day Bhimra dies, so too dies everything in this world that concerns me. Do you understand? Can you people just calm down? Meeting is adjourned. Sham, if you would, I'll speak with you. What am I to bookshop? I'm going to look at the books. Books. Okay, these are loads of different things, I think. So I could look at all of them, but they're probably just like more of the little clip type things like they were before. Ooh, Theories of Kiss. I'll take that one because it's a sequel to one we've already read. Half-filled. And it's the Three Orphans. Jenny's the Pale Man, all around is the Love Book. Advanced Grammar, Auspicious Signs. It's journal we want, isn't it? Suspicious signs. Creature of deceit and creature of man's better nature walked hand in hand to prevent the final closing of all things. Do not reject chaos. Chaos is a natural part of the world's energy. Using it productively is as important as maintaining harmony with oneself. Well, let's go and have a chat with VJ. Honestly, that could have gone better. Should we move on to what needs to be done? You know what needs to be done. Protect the city. That's your charge here. I've got 100 things to worry about, but you at least have got only one. That's the way it's been since the regicide. That's how it will continue to be. Shyam, there's one extra reason I want to talk to you. The royal spy we turned assassin survived. Good, he didn't deserve for you to betray him like that. He killed a king! Good enough to reason to execute a person by any standard. The fact that I convinced him to do it shouldn't make a difference. That was a joke, Shyam. Very tired, very strained joke. But I think we both know we had to control the narrative of the king and queen's death very carefully, and you just couldn't do that if the actual assassin's still around. I don't know where he's been, but he's here in the city now. My spies have confirmed it. This is bad. Shyam, the people of the city have always wanted somebody to blame for problems that were unavoidable, and right now, there just might be the potential of a loyalist backlash. We do not want that. We're no good to Bimra if we are dead. I get what you're saying, but I don't like it. I don't have time to sit here persuading you. Do what you feel you have to if you come across the man, I suppose, but remember that there's more than our lives at stake if things come to a coup. Bimra can't survive another traumatic turnover of leadership. Yeah, I don't know why you're complaining about it. It was your plan. I assume we come out here and see what happens. Meeting go well, sir? As well as they ever go. We've got the borders covered. I made a survey of who's left on the defensive line. 10 squads reported in with enough men to make 7 squads. The rest are looting or quit or just didn't show up today. We also have scouts bringing reports on the slum's perimeter and interior. Sooner or later we'll have to pull back some of the men to hear your more explicit instructions, sir. Any idea what those will be? Nah, I'd better talk to the scouts first, get some idea of what I'm dealing with. While we've said we want to put troops in, we are gonna have to see like how well the position is, and like who's like, are we gonna lose people predominantly? Oh no, I did the wrong thing. Your command, sir. Well, before you send out the men, the council paymaster and Lakshmi's messenger both wanted to speak with you. Around here somewhere. We also need to appoint a new sergeant now that Mahit deserted. Meet me by the gate encampment when you're ready, and I'll assemble the men. I pressed the wrong option. That's the problem with having Iron Man mode, because now I can't be like, actually I didn't mean to do that. Do I know where people are? No. No, I don't. I'm gonna go around in a bit of a loop, I think. Alright, well, we're sending people in anyway. Rajesh. Spend enough time in a squad. Right now I'm the most qualified candidate for sergeant you have. See about that, ready for some questions. Soldier's first duty. Orders. If you were a councillor, what would you do about the slums? To fix them or to protect my political interest? That's up to you. I repeat, what would you do? Do more or less what VJ's doing. I put other people in charge of no-win situations and let them take the blame when things don't work. I think I know enough. Think about it and get back to you.